Hi, I'm Felicia.
And I'm Giancarlo, the guy holding the box while she holds her coffee cup. Missy, I'm all special.
And this is our review of
Conquest of Orion.
Easy to teach and playable in less than an hour. Conquest of Orion is a 4-player team trick-taking game set in space. In the box, you'll get a deck of cards which contains 11 blue colony cards, 11 orange planet cards, 11 red industry cards, 11 green ship cards, and 10 purple leader cards. The team with the most points at the end of 3 rounds conquered Orion and wins.
Set up, shuffle all the cards except for the 10 leaders. Deal 10 cards to each player, and the leftover 4 cards are set to the side. From the leader cards, place the politician in the center of the table. Shuffle the rest and deal 2 to each player, and then place the remaining leader next to the politician. Starting with a random first player, he chooses one of his leaders and places it face down in front of him. If he doesn't like what he got, he can replace one of them with one from the center table. When everyone has chosen their leader, they are flipped face up, and each player will read what special abilities they have for this round. Before we go further, let us explain the system cards. There are 3 types of system cards: blue, orange, and red. Players may only play a system card which has not been played yet. If they can't, they can play any of their cards. Green ships are powerful and they automatically win hands unless another player also has a ship card with a higher value. Now let's get back to gameplay. In clockwise order, players will play cards. When all 4 cards have been played, you check who wins the conflict. This is done with the highest number of any of the system cards, or with the trump card, one of the ships, which has the highest number. That player may now choose to start a war or take 4 cards and start a new conflict. If he starts a war, simply put those cards face down in the center of the table. The player who started the conflict starts the war. During a war, only ships can be played. If you can't play a ship, play anything you want. The player with the highest value ship wins the war and takes all 8 cards. A war also starts if there's a tie between 2 system cards at the end of the conflict. When all cards have been played, then scoring for the round begins. You score 1 point per star on each card in a system group. So make groups of the 3 colors and count the total stars. Leftover system cards and ships do not give points. Write the score for both teams on a piece of paper and play another 2 rounds. At the end of 3 rounds, the team with the most wins.
Conquest of Orion is intended for trick-taking players who really like this style of game. For our review team here at Bored to Death TV, we have 2 such players who were really excited about playing it. For the other players, well, it was a disappointment. The artwork is alright on some cards, but not consistent with the leaders. The production quality is nice, and the box really adds production value to the game. It's a good game for groups who really like these types of games and hits the niche market at a time where there are not many trick-taking games out there. There is a little bit of strategy and choice making during the game, but when it really comes down to it, it's purely luck-based. The leaders are very unbalanced, and getting the bad ones dealt to you can ruin your entire round. The ships are too powerful, and if you have a lot in your hand, then you will probably win the round. The counting of points takes a while and creates some downtime and feels a little tedious. You can't really bluff, because if you do, you're bluffing your partner as well. The abilities add variety, but they are mostly just frustrating when you don't get the good ones. All in all, players came out more frustrated and just wanted to quit each game after round 2 since it's clear that winning would become impossible. The game is just not for us, nor our team of reviewers, and won't be played again. However, for those of you who really like trick-taking games, this one is worth a try. From us, it's getting 5 useless settlers out of 10.